गणेश भगवान की जय।
राधे गोविंद गोपाला, जय गोविंद राधे गोपाला, राधे गोविंद गोपाला, जय गोविंद राधे गोपाला, गोपाला, जय गोविंद राधे गोपाला, कृष्णा मधुसूदना, मधुसूदना कृष्णा, कृष्णा मधुसूदना, मधुसूदना कृष्णा, हरि गोविंद गोविंद गोपाला, भजु गोविंद गोविंद गोपाला, राधे गोविंद गोपाला, जय गोविंद राधे गोपाला, राधे गोविंद गोपाला, जय गोविंद राधे गोपाला, गोविंद हरे गोपाल हरे, हे गोपी गोपी बाला, गोविंद हरे गोपाल हरे, हे मुरली लाल लोला, गोविंद हरे गोपाल हरे, हे गोपी गोपी बाला, गोविंद हरे गोपाल हरे, हे मुरली लाल लोला, जय जय गिरिधर गोपाला, 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 गोविंद हरे गोपाल हरे, हे गोपी गोपी बाला, गोविंद हरे गोपाल हरे, हे मुरली लाल लोला, हे मुरली लाल लोला, हे मुरली लाल लोला। बाट निहारी घनश्याम, नैना नीर भरे, आस करे दिन रैन, नैना नीर भरे, बाट निहारी घनश्याम, नैना नीर भरे,
जय जग जननी भवानी जय जग जननी भवानी जय जग जननी भवानी ओ रामा भवानी ओ रामा अचल वरदानी जय जग जननी भवानी जगमग जगमग ज्योति विराजे जगमग 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 ज्योति विराजे तेज प्रताप निधानी ओ रामा अचल वरदानी जय जग जननी भवानी जय जग जननी भवानी ओ रामा अचल वरदानी जय जग जननी भवानी महिमा गमरा पार तुम्हारा महिमा गमरा महिमा गमरा पार तुम्हारा शेष सुरेश जानी ओ रामा अचल वरदानी जय जग जननी भवानी दुख हरनी दुख हरनी सुख संपत्ति भरनी करण सकल कल्याणी ओ रामा अचल वरदानी जय जग जननी भवानी 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 ओ रामा अचल वरदानी जय जग जननी भवानी जय जग जननी भवानी ओ रामा अचल वरदानी जय जग जननी भवानी जय जग जननी भवानी ओ रामा अचल वरदानी जय जग जननी भवानी
Check. Check one. Satya Sanatan Dharma ki Jai. At this time, devotees, I will call on Ryan. Ryan, please. Come up, Eti. Anyone in the audience sings bhajans, please come on stage.
Sitaram. Officiating Pandit Bimal Maharaj of Florida, Pujari Pandit Vasudev Maharaj, other Pandits, devotional group on stage, devotees, Sitaram. Mine is the pleasure of tonight, on behalf of the members of the Scots Mendez Shiv Mandir, to extend a warm and cordial welcome to you all to this first night of our 7 nights Ramayan Yagna. Please note that your presence here is highly appreciated and that it is our prayer that your stay with us be a meaningful and memorable one. We would also like to specially welcome our officiating Pandit Vyas, Pandit Bimal Maharaj, to the first night of to the first 4 nights of our Yagna. We would also like to welcome the media houses who are covering the Yagna and taking it to the wider community. We also welcome the listeners on radio and the viewers on television. We say thank you to the sponsor that made this coverage possible. Please note that the washroom to my right through the sliding door, and in case of any emergency, the exit is through that wide door on my left. At this time, I now hand you over to the officiating Pandit to take us all to a divine experience. Thank you.
Satya Sanatan Dharma ki jai. खड़े हो जाए सब कोई. Please all stand devotees. हाथ जोड़कर मर्यादा पुरुषोत्तम प्रभु श्री राम चंद्र भगवान जी को प्रथम आरती. Please join with Guruji singing आरती. आरती श्री रामायण जी की कीरति कलित ललित सियति की. आरती श्री रामायण
जी की कीरति कलित ललित सियति की.
आरती श्री रामायण जी की कीरति कलित ललित सियपी की. बोलो
आरती श्री रामायण जी की कीरति कलित ललित सियपी की.
राम सिया राम जय जय राम.
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 सिया राम जय जय. संतत गावत शंभु भवानी.
संतत गावत शंभु भवानी.
अरुघत शंभव मुनि विज्ञानी.
अरुघत शंभव मुनि विज्ञानी.
व्यास आदि कवि पूगव खाणी. काकभुषुंडि गरुड़ के. आरती श्री
रामायण जी की कीरति कलित ललित सियपी की.
राम सिया राम जय जय राम.
राम सिया राम जय जय राम. राम सिया राम जय जय राम.
राम
सिया राम जय जय राम.
चारहु वेद पुराण अष्टदश.
चारहु वेद पुराण अष्टदश.
Ramayan Katha is compiled of 4 Vedas, 6 Shastras, 18 Puranas, Mahabharata Katha, Bhagavad Gita, all churned by Goswami Tulsidas Ji in presenting this beautiful text to us. Charahu Veda Purana Yashtadash.
चारहु वेद पुराण अष्टदश.
Chahu Shastra Sab Grantham ko rasa.
चाहु शास्त्र सब ग्रंथन को रस.
Dhan man dhan santan ko sarvas. Sarayansh sammat sab eki. Aarti Shri
रामायण जी की कीरति कलित ललित सियपी की.
Ram Siya Ram Jai Jai Ram.
राम सिया राम जय जय राम. राम सिया राम जय जय राम.
Ram Siya Ram
जय जय
कलिमल हरणी विषय रस पीकी
कलिमल हरनि विषय रस पीकी
शुभग सिंगार मुक्ति युवती की
शुभग सिंगार मोती युवती की
हर निरोग भव भूरि की तात मात सब विधि तुलसी की आरती श्री
रामायण जी की कियत कलित रसिया पीकी
राम सिया राम जय जय राम
राम सिया राम जय जय राम
राम सिया राम
जय जय राम राम सिया राम जय जय राम
गोविंद जय जय गोपाल जय जय
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 राधा रमण हरि गोविंद 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 जय जय
गोविंद जय जय गोपाल जय जय
गोविंद जय जय गोपाल जय जय
गोविंद जय जय गोपाल जय जय गोपाल जय गोविंद जय जय गोपाल जय जय
गोविंद जय जय गोपाल जय जय
गोविंद जय जय गोपाल जय जय
गोविंद जय जय गोपाल जय जय
राधा रमण हरि गोविंद जय जय
राधा रमण हरि गोविंद जय जय
गोविंद जय जय गोपाल जय जय
गोविंद जय जय गोपाल जय जय
राधा रमण हरि गोविंद 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 हो जय भागवत भगवान है आरती पापियों को पाप से है आरती जय
भागवत भगवान की है आरती पापियों को पाप से है तारती
ये अमर ग्रंथ ये मुक्ति पंथ ये पंचम वेद निराला नव ज्योति जगाने वाला
ये अमर ग्रंथ ये मोक्ष पंचम वेद निराला नव ज्योति जगाने वाला
ओ हरि गान यही वरदान यही
हरि ज्ञान यही वरदान यही
जग की मंगल की आरती
पापियों को पाप से है तारती जय भागवत भगवान की है आरती पापियों को पाप से है तारती
ये शांति गीत पावन पुनीत श्रापों को मिटाने वाला हरि दर्श दिखाने वाला
ये शांत गीत पावन पुनीत श्रापों को मिटाने वाला हरि दर्श दिखाने वाला
है सुख करनी है दुख हरनी
है सुख करनी है दुख हरनी
ये मधुसूदन की आरती
पापियों को पाप से है तारती
जय
भागवत भगवान की है आरती पापियों को पाप से है
Satya Sanatana Dharma ki, Guru Ramananda Swami ki. So I'm going to continue until I hear your voice. Krishna Chandra Bhagavan ki Jai Prabhu. Please be seated. Baithiye sab koi. You know why I sung Bhagavad Arti? Because you have Pandit Vasudeva. The father of Krishna Bhagavan is your Pujari Pandit, your temple Pandit. Very happy to see all of you, my dear devotees, members of this Scott Road, Mendez Shiv Mandir. It's a place I have been listening to for a long time. It's my first visit here with my Dharam-Patni, members of my Malik temple, my chelas Vinu and Tony, and to all of you who have come from far and near. Bhai Dev and the Dharam-Patni Tara coming from New York, special welcome also to you. I hope you'll stay with us for the remainder of the week. In a flash, temple was filled, Baba. Came in the droves. I see members from Triveni Mandir. You came in the droves. Thank you all for coming here. And also from our old Ganesh Devi Mandir close by, all of you members who are here. And devotees generally, we say from deep within the chambers of our heart, members of this Mandir invites all of you. You know, some time back, almost maybe a year ago, I spoke to Mukesh and I spoke to Bisoon. And we had arranged on this date. And we arranged to have this yajna, my dear devotees. And the time has come, the day has come when this yajna starts. So, we have had beautiful bhajans. Panditji conducted very efficiently his pujan this evening, starting very early at 4:30. But you know, on the first night with the consecration of Tulsi Maharani Mata, you have Sri Govardhanji, you have Chausat Yogini, Shivji Bhagavan, and all of your regular pujas. All of this takes a little extra time in performing. Tomorrow will not be as long and as hectic for Baba. It will be a little bit more smooth sailing for him, as he already initiated all of the pujas today. So I am going to have a little congregational bhajan. I will do Vandana and I'll read a few chaupais from Ramayan. This congregational bhajan inspired me when I came to this mandir and I saw the small mandir on the side, and this is your major prayer hall. I have the same at my home. And then, when that was built, that's a sanctuary we should never get rid of. Maintain it and keep it going all the time. That has given rise to all of this. It's called generation succession, where every generation goes by, you keep building and building and building. You know, that's why I'm very happy that young Baba is doing Panditai. His father is a Pandit, grandfather on that side, on your mother's side also with, I know your mom pretty much since she was born. I know your grandmother. I'm fortunate to do puja for your great-grandmother as well, your mother's nani. I used to do puja for them also. So there's a long connection. And this is how it goes. You handed down the flame, the torch, the mantle, and the banner of Sanatan Dharam. It's something very fragile, but you hold it with care and give it to your children. Let them know as a priority, take good care of this. The material things, the seemingly tangible things all around us that most people lay a lot of stress on, and you give that to your children, that is only short-lived. short-lived. But this goes on. Parampara, one generation to the next. Our foreparents, maybe they could not envisage that all of this will happen. But it shows how very proud you are of your lineage that you have come from. And Guruji always will tell you, whenever you are to make a pronouncement in life, whenever you are going to say something, my dear children, always think, what are the repercussions that are going to come out of this? How is it going to affect my family? How is it going to affect Sanatan Dharam? How is it going to affect the community? How would my Aja and Aji and Nana and Nani feel about this that I'm going to do or say? And very beautiful answers will come that keeps us in line, my dear devotees. At that time, our parents, foreparents did not have murtis. They would get up 4:30 in the morning. They will take a handful of water, it is called Anjali, and they will face the sun. I'm sure a lot of you will remember that. And they will pour that water, praying to Surya Narayan Swami, Bando Charana Hirday Hari, Prema Bhakti Man Lai, Mahima Agam Apar Hai, Sahib Gyan Sahai. Surya Devata Sumiro Tohi, Sumirat Gyan Buddhi Dev Mohi, Jyoti Sarupa Bala Balavana, Teja Pratape Agin Samana. O Surya Narayan Swami, as you come out every morning and erase all darkness from this world, please, from my life and the life of each and every one, erase all problems, difficulties, pain and suffering, Prabhu. And may this that we are going through today, may our children and our grandchildren never go through this. Look what we have today, devotees. Say a prayer today on this Sunday afternoon, whatever you wish that your children will have in this world. आज अंधेरे में है हम इंसान, ज्ञान का सूरज चमका दे भगवान। आज
अंधेरे में है हम इंसान, ज्ञान का सूरज चमका दे भगवान।
कर है हम राह दिखा दे भगवन, राह दिखा दे।
भटक रहे हम राह दिखा दे भगवन, राह दिखा दे।
कदम कदम पर किरण बिचारे भगवन, किरण बिचारे। इन अखियन को प्रभु करा दे,
इन अखियन को प्रभु करा दे।
ज्योति से पहचान,
ज्योति से पहचान।
आज अंधेरे बोलो
में है हम इंसान, ज्ञान का सूरज चमका दे भगवान।
दुनिया होवे सुखी हमारी,
दुनिया होवे सुखी हमारी,
दुनिया होवे सुखी हमारी,
दुनिया होवे सुखी हमारी।
ऐसा दे
ऐसा दे वरदान, आज अंधेरे में है हम इंसान। ज्ञान का सूरज चमका दे भगवान,
ज्ञान का सूरज चमका दे भगवान।
ज्ञान का सूरज चमका दे भगवान।
सूर्यदेव भगवान की devotees, let us all sit upright for a few minutes, put our hands together, close our eyes, and let us invoke the blessings of Prabhu. Om Harihi Om Sri Ganeshaya Namaha Aim Saraswati Namaha Sri Guru Charana Kamalibhyo Namo Namaha Sri Goswami Tulsidas Ji Maharaj, in his writing of Sri Ram Tirthramanas, attributes his successes and pays obeisances to Bhagavan in all his many manifestations. Let a reminder to us, my dear children, attribute all your successes in life to the grace and mercy of Prabhu. Goswami Ji first pays obeisances to Prathama Pujya Ganesh Ji Bhagavan, the first deity that we worship. Let us all picture him standing with the elephant head, the symbol of strength and the symbol of courage. Vakratunda Mahakaya Surya Koti Samaprabha Nirvignam Kurume Deva Sarvakaryeshu Sarvada. Goswami Ji then bows again and again to the feet of Goddess Saraswati Ma. Saraswati Devi, the giver of a sharp and broad intellect, wisdom, higher understanding and speech. She is depicted as wearing the color white. White is a symbol of purity. It's the highest state and form of spirituality. Let us all pray to Goddess Saraswati Ma. Visualize her holding in her hand the mala or the bead. It reminds us of the importance of mantra jap. The other hand, she holds the Rig Ved, also reminding us the importance of academic excellence. The other two hands, she holds the veena. It is recorded, of all the musical instruments there are, the veena carries the sweetest sound. Whenever Saraswati Ma blesses us, our voice becomes as sweet as that of the veena. Oh Saraswati Ma, bless us all today. Ya kunindu tusharahar Ya shubhra vasravrita Ya kunendu tusharahar dhavala या शुभ्रवस्त्रावृता या वेदावरदण्डमण्डितकरा या श्वेतपरमासनम् या ब्रह्माजितशङ्कर प्रभृतिभिर्देवैः सदा वन्दिता सा मां पातु सरस्वती भगवती निशेषजाड्यापः. Tulsidas ji bows again and again to the feet of Guruji Maharaj. Guru Brahma,
Guru Vishnu, Guru Devo Maheshwara, Guru Sakshat Param Brahma, Tasmai Shri Guruve Namah.
Tasmai Sri,
Guruve Namah.
Tasmai Sri,
Guruve Namah.
Prabhu Ramachandra ki jai, Satya Sanatan Dharma ki jai, Guru Maharaj ki
Jai.
jai, Sharanam Prabhu. Don't worry, just a little test piece. I am back. Vrindavan Bihari Lal ki jai. Vasudev Baba is a result of talking whole day and night. I have to listen to Guru Maharaj. I might have talked too much, Just a few days ago, we celebrated what is called Guru Purnima. How many of you have a guru? Lift your hand. Told my godchild, Sadguru. But you know something? If you love your guru, guru never dies. And if you love your parents, they never die. If you disrespect your guru and disrespect your parents, you have virtually destroyed them even though they are alive. Matru Devo Bhava, Pitru Devo Bhava, Acharya Devo Bhava. Your guru is God. When we celebrate Guru Purnima, you think of not only Ved Vyas Maharaj. He wrote the 4 Vedas, 6 Shastras. It's a day specially dedicated to his worship, for his contribution to humanity, society, Sanatan Dharma. We also think of the contribution of Goswami Tulsidas Ji Maharaj. He is also great guru. But he is telling us, when he sat to write Sri Ramcharitramanas, I want you to notice writing of Goswami Tulsidas Ji was supposed to be a very private and personal account of his encounters that he faced upon planet Earth just a few hundred years back. He was documenting his own life, and today we have it as a shining gem of Sanatan Dharma. So when you listen to Ramcharitramanas devotees, the first thing that comes to our mind, Tulsidas Ji did not write with a pen. He wrote with his heart. And if ever we do anything in this world, and it comes from here, it makes a difference. Let it come from deep within the chambers of your heart and see the difference it makes in our lives. Goswami Tulsidas Ji wrote about Guru. He wrote about Bhagavan Shiv, all of these. And then he went on to telling us of Madhyara Purushottam Prabhu Sri Ram. My dear devotees, what place and position do we put our Guru in our lives? Where do we have him? When Tulsidas Ji, like you walk into the small, well, I shouldn't say small, that's the biggest temple. When you walk into the mandir, and we walked around, my Dulahin and I, we were going around all the murtis, around and bowing. Goswami Tulsidas pays obeisances to all of those murtis. And finally he is saying, I am going to put my Guruji on the same platform, the same pedestal, the same asan as all of those murtis. That's my Guru. And what did he say? Bando Guru Padakanj. Bando. What is the meaning of Bando? Not only to bow, to revere, to love, to respect, and to honor. Bando Guru Pad, the feet. Bando Guru Padakanj. And my Guru is Kripa Sindhu Nararupa Hari. My Guru is Kripa Sindhu. Kripa means mercy, and Sindhu is the ocean. Kripa Sindhu Nar, man, Roop, form, Hari is God. Sakshat Parbrahm Parmeshwar. Baba, I just want to see everybody up there, Good. Now I'm seeing everybody. All you seen Guruji? Well, wave all your hand and say yes. Baba, make a little joke with you, don't worry. Kripa Sindhu Nar Roop Hari. He is the ocean of mercy. Bhagwan Sakshat Parbrahm Parmeshwar, who has taken the form as man on earth. Maha Moha Tamapunj Jasu Vachana Ravikara Nikara. Whenever your Guru speaks, it's supposed to rush through your body like a flood of sunlight. It's supposed to dispel the darkness of ignorance. It is supposed to open your third eye, the eye of intuition, the eye of equanimity. That is the role of the Guru, my dear children, to enlighten you, to brighten your lives. Whenever you have a problem and you go to your Guru, just being in his company when you are leaving, all your questions are already answered. That is the power of your Guru. It cannot happen if one is second-guessing his Guru. And children, there's a big difference between Guru and Google. Vasudev Baba, they verify everything on Google, and then come and say, Guru, tell me something. I just read this. I said, don't confuse that, bhai. Your Guru and what you see on the internet, all those are different things. You come to your Guru, something very profound he is going to tell you. And if you follow his word to the letter, like Goswami Tulsidas Ji Maharaj did, this is where he excelled. He listened to his Guru. The words of Guru is that which transforms you, my dear devotees. So before telling you of the coming of the Lord Sri Ram, I would just read maybe 2 or 3 chaupais. In the beginning, as Goswami Tulsidas Ji says these lines about Guruji. As you just celebrated Guru Purnima, please be reminded that every single day of our lives is supposed to be Guru Purnima. Let that be a brightened and enlightened day in your life every time you repeat your Guru Mantra. Ramayan Katha Priyavar Sajjano, Balkand, Pratham Chaupai. तुलसीदास जी ने कहा, बंदो गुरु पद परम परागा, सुरचि सुवास सरस अनुरागा, सरस अनुरागा. बंदो गुरु पद परम परागा, सुरचि सुवास सरस अनुरागा. सीताराम 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 कहिए, चाहे विधि रखे राम।
ताहि विधि रहिए, सीताराम सीताराम।
बंदो गुरु पद परम परागा, सुरुचि सुवास रस अनुरागा। अभी अमूरी मय चूरन चारु, अभी अमूरी मय चूरन चारु। समन सकल भव रुज परिवारु, श्री राम जय राम।
जय जय राम, श्री राम जय राम। जय जय राम, श्री राम जय राम।
श्री राम जय राम, श्री राम जय राम। Bando Guru Pad. Again, he's referring to the feet of his Guru. And I want you to be very mindful of the fact. When Tulsidas, as I said, put the Guru in the same asan as all of the devatas, it is from then Sri Tulsidas ji never said the word Guru again. Because he was speaking of what? Sri Ram, Sri Saraswati Mata, Sri Shankar Bhagavan, Sri Hanuman ji. So he says, how can I address all of these as Sri when I come to my Guru? He is not Guru, he is Sri Guru. Sri Guru. Not just another person. No devotees. So hear what he is saying. Bando Guru Pada Parama Paraga Suruchi Suvasa Sarasa Anuraga Sarasa Anuraga. When you touch the Guru's feet, it explodes into something, my dear children. You are going to get out of something what you put into it. You see, the steps that you make to touch the Guru's feet, whether mentally or physically, those steps that you are making is called steps of transformation. If even you make 5 steps to your Guru, when you reach to his feet, you don't see a mortal sitting there anymore. You are going to see Bhagavan Vishnu, Shankha Chakra Gada Parma Banamala Vibhushitam, Bhagavan Vishnu sitting. And when you touch that feet, devotees, it's an electricity. Amiya Mori Mai Churana Charu, Samana Sakal, our Ruja Parivaru. All the ills of this life goes away. What are the ills? I think Guruji can't sing very, very much tonight, but you know. You know what are the ills of this life, devotees? Kama, Krodha, Madha, Lobha, Kumara, Jagatana, Ayaram. Kam, Krodh, Mad, Lobh, Ahankar, lust, anger, greed, pride, infatuation. All of these negative things are toxic things that gets into this body, my dear children. They destroy us. They cloud our vision. Kama, Krodha, Madha, Lobha, Kumara, Jagatana, Ayaram. Jab jab Ram ne janam liya, tab tab paya banwas. Tab tab paya banwas. Kam krodha madha
लोभ समाया जगत न आया राम। जब जब राम ने जन्म लिया, तब तब पाया बनवास। तब तब पाया बनवास।
राम का अर्थ न जाना, तकते तकते पूरे हो गए धरती और आकाश। जब जब राम ने जन्म लिया, तब तब पाया वनवास, तब तब पाया वनवास। काम क्रोध मद लोभ कुमारा, जगत न आया राम। जब जब राम ने जन्म लिया, तब तब पाया वनवास,
तब तब पाया वनवास,
तब तब पाया
वनवास।
I just noticed my bhai Keso bhai, man who has lived in Canada for over 50 years. He has taught over, I do not know how many, hundreds of children to read Ramayan in Canada. Keso bhai, thank you for coming. Good old memories, good old memories. I visit him every time I go to Canada. So devotees, Goswami Tulsidas Ji explains of all the ills of this life. We are being suppressed by all of these, ego and all of what can I say, my dear devotees? Those are adjectives that I don't even like coming out of my mouth. I like to say positive things. But you know what? It is not going to go away in one day. It does not come in one day. It's a process, a cleansing process that takes place. Repetition of Guru Mantra, Guru Mantra, Guru Mantra. Mukha mein ho Ram naam, Ram seva haath mein. Keep the name of the Lord on your lips all the time. Use this hands of yours to do seva, my dear devotees, to do noble things. Today, Goswami Tulsidas Ji says, my Guru taught me that way, how I can refine this body, how I can refine this self of mine. What are we seeing here? Listen to Tulsidas Ji again. Sukrita Shambhutana Vimala Vibhuti. Sukrita Shambhu Tana Vimala Vibhuti. Manjula Mangala Modha Prasuti. Sri Ram Ram Sri
Ram Jaya Jaya Rama, Sri Ram Jaya Ram Jaya Jaya Rama.
Jana Mana Manju, Jana Mana Manju, Jana Mana Manju, Mukula Madharini, Kiyati Laka Guna Garavasa Karani. Sri Ram Jaya Ram,
Sri Ram Jaya Ram Jaya Jaya Rama, Sri Ram Jaya Ram Jaya Jaya Rama.
I have two little questions before we get to the answer that Goswami Tulsidas Ji gave. One, how do you call the sacred ash that adorns the body of Bhagavan Shiva? We call it Vibhuti, correct? It's called Vibhuti. Ask you a little more difficult question. Do you think in this life, in this birth, we can get some of that ash from Bhagavan Shiva's body on our own body? Do you think we can get some? Why did I create doubt in your mind? Some of you thinking, I wish, I hope, I know. Huh? Are we saying these things in our mind? I wonder if I could. Maybe no. I'm not good enough. No. You know, don't entertain any doubts. Let Guru tell you something here. You know what Tulsidas ji says? Sukrita Shambhu Tana Vimala Vibhuti Manjul Mangal. Where do you find better? You see the word Tulsidas using? Manjul Mangal Mod Prasuti. He says the dust from your Guru feet. The feet of your Guru, the dust from that, it equals the ash that adorns the body of Bhagavan Shiva. Shivji Bhagavan. When you rub that, my dear devotees, your whole vision changes. What do you mean your vision changes? You see this world in the true beauty that Bhagavan has made it. If you look at something and say the Lord has created this world, then how can you find faults and how can you find deficiencies, devotees? Bhagavan never creates anything with any deficiency. He creates only perfection. But we see deficiencies. We find fault. Why? Why do we find fault, children? Guruji will tell you tonight. Did you look at yourself in your mirror before coming here this evening? All you are brave enough to lift all your hand. That's okay. I'm sure you did. You want to make sure the wear kanhavar, dupatta, everything is in place. So you look at the mirror. But if that mirror that you are looking yourself in is dirty, grimy, greasy, and you look at it yourself, Vasudeva Baba, you're going to see a distorted version of yourself. But you clean that mirror and you stand there and say, hey, listen, I am now seeing a true portrait of my own self. So too, if the mirror of the mind is greasy, grimy, dirty, and dusty, you are going to see a distorted version of the world. Cleanse the mirror of your mind. And then you are going to see what this world really is. Only Guru Mantra can resolve that for you. Balihari Mae, Balihari Mae, Balihari Mae Guru Charana Kamala Balihari. मेरे मन की दुविधा तारी मैं गुरु चरण कमल बलिहारी मैं गुरु चरण कमल बलिहारी मैं. How is Guru taking away that dust? How is Guru cleansing the mirror of your mind, devotees? काम क्रोध मद लोभ तेरे जन्म जन्म की बैरी मेरे. काम क्रोध मद लोभ तेरे जन्म जन्म की बैरी मेरे. सबको दीना मारे मैं गुरु चरण कमल बलिहारी मैं बलिहारी मैं
गुरु चरण कमल बलिहारी मैं
द्वैत भाव सब दूर कराया पूरन ब्रह्म एक दर्शाया द्वैत भाव
सब दूर कराया पूरन ब्रह्मा एक दर्शाया
पल में लिया उबारी मैं गुरु चरण
कमल बलिहारी मैं
से बाबा
बलिहारी मैं बलिहारी मैं गुरु चरण कमल बलिहारी मैं
गुरु
चरण कमल बलिहारी मैं
गुरु
चरण कमल बलिहारी मैं
He is the most powerful individual in our lives, my dear children. Recognize it, use it wisely, and let it take you to the next level. Use it to refine yourself. Man in this world achieves so many things. We achieve so many things. We have a house, we have a land, we have car, we have education, agility, ability, money, all of these things we get. But what do we use it to do? Ganesh, what do you use it for? We use it to define our life. I define my life with a car, I define it with a house, I define, correct, Baba? But Bhagwan is looking on quietly. He sits quietly and look on, I bless you with all of these things. What are you doing with it? How are you refining yourself? What are you doing with this life? Devotees, it doesn't come like this anymore, In Ramayan, coming to the end, you hear, Bade bhagyaman ushtan pava, Suradur lab sab granthana gava. They're glorifying you, telling you, hey, listen, you did so well in this life that you got the highest in God's creation. Sadhana dham moksha ke dwara. That is what we have here. Final stepping stone to emancipation. And we use it, and you know what? I don't know if we use it, we misuse it, we take it for granted. But just be reminded, Guru will make you reflect a little bit more. Do not over-congratulate yourself that you have gotten the highest in God's creation. Because in the past, the previous birth, if we had done this much more, how much more? 1 chapter more if we had done, we would not be here today. But Bhagavan is giving us the opportunity. Pita, Piti, I am putting you back. I am putting you back. Come here again. Wrap up that little 1 or 2 chapters that you left undone and come back to me. We come upon earth to close 2 chapters and we open 200. That is the life. We come to close 2 chapters, but our actions and our reactions to everything in this world, we create more problems. If you think life is tough now, my dear children, think if we do not do well, what will happen to us next time. Use this, my dear devotees, as being our last. We have everything that we have. I see you are using it. Today it's a Sunday afternoon. I know it's a difficult evening to come out, but you understand one thing. Binu satsanga vivekhan hoi Ram kripa binu Sulabhana Soi, Sulabhana. Binu Satsang. You could take the same Ramayana. You could take your bhajan book. You can lock yourself up in a room and say, you know what? I am going to do this. I am going to read. No, you're not going to make spiritual elevation, children. You have to come here. You have to come to the mandir. You have to use this hand, do a little seva. It's called congregational worship. And without this, you cannot understand your purpose upon earth. Binu Satsang. Without, Binu means without. Without Satsang, you don't know. No powers of discrimination. Binu Satsanga Vivekana Hoi Rama Kripa. By coming here, Bhagavan is showering his blessings upon you. It's only when you get Ram Kripa, again the vision changes. You know, devotees? Ram Kripa. So listen to what Tulsidas Ji Maharaj is saying, my dear devotees. Very, very beautiful line indeed. Sri Guru Pada Nakha Manigana Jyoti. Those are nice words. You think that words come just like that? That flowing from Tulsidas Ji. Sri Guru Pada Nakha Manigana Jyoti Sumirata Divya Drishti Hiya Hoti. Sri Ram Jai Ram Jai Jai Rama.
Shri Ram Jai Ram Jai Jai Rama.
Sri Ram Jai Ram
Jai Jai Rama. Shri Ram Jai Ram Jai Jai Rama.
Galan Mohatam So Suprakashu. Galan Mohatam So Suprakashu. Bare Bhagya Ur Ave Jasu. Sri Ram Jai Ram Jai Jai Rama.
Shri Ram Jai Ram Jai Jai Rama.
Ram Siya Ram Jai Jai Ram.
Ram Siya Ram Jai Jai Ram. Ram Siya Ram Jai Jai Ram. Ram Siya Ram Jai Jai Ram.
Midway through, I will call my goddaughter Rohini to sing one bhajan, and then I will continue. Sing, Betty.
सुर की देवी सरस्वती माँ, सुर का ज्ञान सिखारे माँ, है अंधियारा इस हृदय में, सुर का दीप जला दे माँ, सुर का दीप जला दे माँ। सुर की देवी सरस्वती माँ, सुर का ज्ञान सिखा दे माँ, है अंधियारा इस हृदय में, सुर का दीप जला दे माँ, सुर का दीप जला दे माँ। सुर की देवी सरस्वती माँ। रीत न जानू, गीत न जानू, प्रीत में जानू। जला दे माँ, नयन दिया राय इस हृदय में, सुर का दीप जला दे माँ, सुर का दीप जला दे माँ, सुर की देवी सरस्वती माँ। पूजन अर्चन वंदन सब कुछ, शब्द सुमन अर्पण माता। पूजन अर्चन वंदन सब कुछ, शब्द सुमन अर्पण माता। प्रेम अकेला भेद तुम्ही, करवट हस्त श्रीकारो माँ, नयन दिया राय इस हृदय में, सुर का दीप जला दे माँ, सुर का दीप जला दे माँ, सुर की देवी सरस्वती माँ, सुर का ज्ञान सिखा दे माँ, नयन दिया राय इस हृदय में, सुर का दीप जला दे माँ, सुर का दीप जला दे माँ, सुर की देवी सरस्वती माँ, सुर की देवी सरस्वती माँ, सुर की देवी सरस्वती माँ।
सरस्वती महारानी देवी माता की जय देवी मैया. So I was telling you, devotees, Sri Guru Pada Nakha Mani Gana Jyoti. Again you go to Sri Guru Pad, the feet of your Guru. So when you are bowing, you see that the toenail of your Guru, it carries a gem, it carries a money. You know, like a diamond sparkles. So Sri Guru Pada Nakha Mani Gana Jyoti. There's a light that emanates from the toenails of your Guru. That is the light that is going to brighten your pathway in life. That is the light that brightens the pathway. Those are opportunities that we have. But when you go to touch the feet of your Guru, because look at Tulsi Das ji is saying, Sumirata Dibya Drishti hiya hoti, ki dalana moha tamasosu prakashu, ki bare bhagya ur ave jasu. He says, blessed is that individual who has received truly what is called Guru Kripa. So Tulsi Das ji is telling us, it is not everyone who touches the feet of that Guru receive the grace of Guru. If you go and it is not wholehearted, then what are you getting? What are you getting? You know, Ganesh, 25% of your mind, you want 100% blessing. No. Selfless. You go with that positive feeling, I touch the feet of my Guru. You feel that electricity going and you feel that brightness coming to you, my dear children. That is what is called Guru Kripa. And Tulsi Das ji is not just telling us this. This is something that Goswami Tulsi Das ji witnessed in his own life. I said I was only going to go 5-10 minutes in telling you of Guru, but I got, one line to the next. I was really going to tell you of something that is called the avatar principle. We as Sanatanis Hindus believe that Bhagavan takes incarnation from time to time to remind us the life that we should live. He walks that path himself and he shows us how we can follow that, my dear devotees. Today, Goswami Tulsi Das, just jumping forward a little bit, I just have 4 evenings. Be soon mark that, you only gave me 4 evenings. Tell me, say, Baba, don't worry, 9 for you next time. सच सनातन धर्म की जय. Tulsidas Ji is going to tell us something about the coming of the Lord Sri Ram, related to your coming upon this earth, my dear devotees. Avadhapuri Raghukula Manirao Veda Vidita Te Dasharatha Nao Dasharatha Nao. गुणनिधि ज्ञानी धर्म धुरंधर गुणनिधि ज्ञानी हृदय भगत मति सारंग पानी. श्री राम जय राम जय
जय राम श्री राम जय राम जय जय राम श्री राम जय राम.
Tulsidas Ji is saying, I will tell you the circumstances that surrounded the coming of the Lord Madhyara Purushottam Prabhu Sri Ram. It's the same circumstance that surrounds you and I coming into this world. And just be reminded, not another person or not just another person can walk through the doors of a mandir and come here. You are special people. It's your accumulation of millions and millions of good, noble and meritorious deeds allow you to walk through that mandir. Not a mistake, not a coincidence. No, devotees. Jaisa kiya hai tune, vaisa hi tu bharega. Not a mistake. You have created this. When you come here, keep your mind focused and ask Bhagavan, allow me the opportunity, Prabhu, to come back here again tomorrow and come back another time in another function, wherever you are. So here it is said, I am going to tell you, there was a place called Avadhapur. You and I know it today as the city of Ayodhya. It was also called Koshalpur. But you see, Avadhapur, my dear devotees, when you say that is called Ayodhya, with the ruling of Raja Dasharatha, it became Ayodhya. A means without, and Yudha means battle. He created a place that there were no conflicts. There were no, like that. Can we have that in our home where there are no conflicts? Can we make our home Ayodhya? Can we make this self Ayodhya? No conflicts in this body of ours? Follow the principle of Goswami Tulsidas and see how easy it is, my dear children. Avadhapuri Raghukul Mani. Raghukul Mani Rao. Ruling there was a gem of that lineage of the Raghus. How do we stand in our own family lineage? What position are we holding? Can everybody look up at us? Can we be a role model? That was Raja Dasharatha, He was a role model. He lived an exceptional life. So in our own family lineage, you know what Guruji tell you? It takes 5, 6, 7 generations to build a good name, and one foolish act by one member of the family, Jai Shri Ram, everything gone. Gone, subgail. You know that? Think what Guruji telling you. Avadhapurira Gukul Manirau, Veda Vidita Tehita Sharatanau. He ruled that kingdom by what? the instructions of the Ved, Shastra, Puranas. He mastered it. He did puja. This is a little reminder to rulers. You want to be a ruler? You have to take what your scriptures tell you and present it, my dear children. Not concoct anything in your own little brain. No. You know what Dashrath was called? Tulsidas uses very powerful words. He says, Dharam Dhurandhar. What is Dharam Dhurandhar, children? He lived by the tenets of Sanatan Dharam. Whatever those tenets were, he stayed within those boundaries. Do not go out of your boundary as a Sanatanist Hindu. What boundary, Guruji telling you? I wouldn't go very long again tonight. What are the boundaries of Sanatan Dharam? Bhajan. Say it with Guruji, so I'm all here sleeping. Bhajan. Like this side sleeping. Bhojan. Bhasha. Bhesh. Bhajan, Bhojan, Bhasha or Bhesh. You know what is bhajan? As a Sanatanist Hindu, screen the type of music that you listen to and you allow your children to listen to. They go boundaries. Make sure you stay within the confines of that as a Sanatanist Hindu. Bhojan. As a Sanatanist Hindu, there are certain types of food and drink that we can consume. Stay within those boundaries. Then you develop that power and energy of a Sanatanist Hindu. Bhajan, Bhojan, you know what is Bhasha? Bhasha is your language, bhai. You want to destroy somebody? Many great dynasties of the world was destroyed by people who come to say, I'm coming to colonize you. You know how they were destroyed? They destroy your language. Destroy your language. But you see, our foreparents, they were so deep, cultured, my dear children. You know what happened? They did not allow that to happen. Their language was kept. That's why we and Kesubhai and all of us can do what we're doing today. And you have to learn the same. And by extension, I am telling you, learn Hindi, understand Hindi, sweet, all of these things. But when you say bhasha also, I extend it to the way you speak to people. I extend it to the way you carry about yourself. Your swabhav, you know what is swabhav? Your acharan, your disposition, all of these things makes you a Sanatanist Hindu. What is the last one? Bhesh. You know what is Bhesh, children? Bhesh is your clothing. And I'll tell you something very profound this evening. When you go to buy yourself a piece of clothing, always know that clothing can speak. You look at that clothing and you say, listen, are you in accordance with my dharam? And then that clothing is going to tell you yes or no. And if it says no, you are not in accordance with my dharam, leave it right there, bhai. Don't take it. Why are you going to take it? Do you want to go out of the boundaries of your dharam? Your clothing, look how very beautifully you are clothed here this evening. Kurta, samhabad, salwar, saris, all of these things. Devotees, bhajan, bhojan, bhasha or bhesh. When you stay within those boundaries, you become a very noble Sanatanist Hindu. And those are the qualities that Raja Dashrath possessed. Dharam Dhurandhar. All the citizens were living within those boundaries. Gun, Nidhi, Jnani. What can I say, devotees? Knowledgeable. Make yourself knowledgeable in the scriptures and everything else. Have good qualities. All of these, my dear. Hirdaya Bhagati Mati Saranga Pani. You see in his heart, in the heart of Raja Dashrath. What can I say, devotees? Golden heart. Very compassionate. Have Bhagwan in his heart all the time. You know what he used to say? When he get up every morning, sing this one line to me. Baba, get set to the Avan. But Raja Dashrath, my dear devotees, as his eyes open in the morning, show how noble he was. He would say, Darshan do ghansham nath muri akhiya pyasi re. Darshan do ghansham nath muri मन मंदिर की ज्योति जगा दो,
मन मंदिर की ज्योति जगा दो,
घट घट बासी रे। दर्शन दो घनश्याम नाथ
मोरी अखियाँ प्यासी रे। दर्शन दो
मंदिर मंदिर मूरत तेरी, फिर भी न देखे सूरत तेरी।
आए मिलन की पूर्णमासी रे। दर्शन दो घनश्याम नाथ मोरी अखियाँ प्यासी रे। दर्शन दो घनश्याम,
दर्शन दो
घनश्याम, दर्शन दो घनश्याम।
सत्य सनातन धर्म की जय शरणम प्रभु. So devotees, this is Raja Dasharatha. He's been introduced today as a very special individual. Going on, I will tell you a little bit more tomorrow. On the coming of Prabhu Sri Ramchandra Bhagavan, he came and acted as an ordinary mortal, but to remind us of his Bhagavan himself. Sparks of divinity are thrown back and forth, just so that we can grasp in our minds, he is the Lord himself. I thank you for being here this evening, my dear devotees. You have come from far and near, more far and near. Vijay, we had a long drive coming. Very enjoyable drive, though, I must say. All of us being here, and to all of you who are here today, may Bhagavan guide, bless you, and protect you at all times. As Baba performs his Havan, I will ask for one more bhajan. Ganesh, sing one bhajan, Pita. Have our own drama from the village. Thank you, Beta.
त्वमेव माता च पिता त्वमेव, त्वमेव बन्धु च सखा त्वमेव, त्वमेव विद्या द्रविणं त्वमेव, त्वमेव सर्वं मम देव देव। जिनके हृदय श्री राम बसे, और को नाम लियो न लियो जिन के हृदय श्री राम। प्रभु से माया कोई मांगे कंचन सीकाया कोई मांग रहा प्रभु से माया कोई पुण्य करे कोई दान करे कोई दान करो सब खान करे जिन कनिया धन को दान दियो जिन कनिया धन को दान दियो उन और को दान दियो न दियो जिन के हृदय श्री राम बसे उन और को नाम लियो न लियो जिन के हृदय श्री राम। कोई घर में बैठा नमन करे कोई हरि मंदिर में भजन करे कोई घर में बैठा नमन करे कोई हरि मंदिर में भजन करे कोई गंगा जमुना स्नान करे कोई काशी जाके ध्यान धरे जिन माता पिता की सेवा की जिन माता पिता की सेवा की उन तीर्थ स्नान कियो न कियो जिन के हृदय श्री राम बसे और को नाम लियो न लियो जिन के हृदय श्री राम के हृदय श्री राम।
Satya Sanatan Dharma Ki Jai. At this time, I'd like to call on our very own resident Pandit, Pandit Vasudevji. He will address us for a couple of minutes, and then we'll go into arti.
Bolo Shri Gajananda Swami Ki Jai. I invite you to clasp your hands together. Om Vakratunda Mahakaya Suryakoti Samaprabha Nirvignam Kuru Me Deva Sarvakareshu Sarvara. Bolo Shri Gajananda Swami Ki Jai. Raja Ramachandra Ki Jai. Vyasji, the members of the group on stage, my loving Nani and Mataji, my aunt, my cousins who are all here, devotees, Sitaram. It's been many decades I've been made aware of the intertwining of the two families, Panditji, as you mentioned earlier before. And I'm very grateful and thankful that I can finally meet you in person, given how many decades the two families have known each other. Above that, to all of the devotees here from near and far, I welcome you cordially to the Scots Mendez Mandir. And furthermore, not taking away from the Katha, but only making a small addition on top of it. We've all been given a lot of information that has been delivered in a way that is very simple and easy to understand, which is a great skill in itself in translating, transliterating, and vocalizing this to an audience in a way that is so simple and so easy to remember. And unfortunately, in some cases, devotees might have a lapse and forget. There is a quote, it says, "An ounce of practice is worth more than a ton of preaching." So regardless of how much you hear, it would be null and void for the most part if you don't practice what you hear. So, for example, there are 4 parameters that Panditji mentioned. I'm not going to say any except the second one. If in the 4 parameters, all of us remember the second one, which was Bhojan, something's wrong. We can't remember Bhojan alone. Huh? There are 3 very important ones surrounding that parameter that we should live by. So I hope I, channeled a thought in your subconscious there and get you to think, recall those 4 parameters due to the importance of them. I think if we can all take away those 4 really, these are things that can help us better society. Okay, so given the importance again of the Katha relating to Guru in the Balkand of Sri Ram Charitramanas, I offer one mantra from Stotram dedicated to Guru. Om Akanda Mandalakaram Vyaptam Yena Characharam Tatparam Darishitam Yena Tasmai Shri Guruve Namaha Bolo Shri Raja Ramachandra Ki Jai. Thank you, Panditji.
Thank you, beta. God's blessings to you. Please, devotees, we will all stand. Arti. My group, Pritamade, will join in Arti. Sing along.
आरती श्री रामायण जी की कीरति कलित ललित सिया की ललित सिया की दासी आदि कवि पुंग बखानी काक शुदरी गरुड़ के लिखी
आरती श्री रामायण जी की
आरती श्री रामायण जी की कीरति कलित ललित सिया की
आरती श्री रामायण जी की कीरति कलित ललित सिया की
चारि हुवेर पुराण अष्टदश चारो शास्त्र सब गंतन को रस धन मन धन संतन को सर्वस सार मंच सम्मत सब ही
आरती श्री रामायण जी की कीरति कलित ललित सिया की
आरती श्री रामायण जी की आरती श्री रामायण जी की कीरति कलित ललित सिया की
आरती श्री रामायण जी की कीरति कलित ललित सिया की
अलिमलि हरनि विषय रस की सुभग सिंगार आरती श्री रामायण जी की आरती श्री रामायण जी की कीरति कलित ललित सिया की
आरती श्री रामायण जी की कीरति कलित ललित सिया की
कीरति कलित ललित सिया की
कीरति कलित ललित सिया की
ओ हरि सुंदर नंद मुकुंदा हरि नारायण हरि ओम
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 हरि केशव हरि गोविंदा 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 हरि नारायण हरि ओम
हरि सुंदर नंद मुकुंदा हरि नारायण हरि ओम
हरि सुंदर नंद मुकुंदा हरि नारायण हरि ओम
हरि नारायण हरि ओम हरि नारायण हरि ओम हरि नारायण हरि ओम
Devotees, we clasp our hands together, we close our eyes. Shrotas will take flowers. We humbly, again and again, thank that form of Sri Raja Ram, Ganapati Baba, for allowing us to come together this evening and tonight, in this first night of our 7 nights of Ramayan Yagna. We blend our voices together as we close this first night. Mantrahinam kriyahinam bhaktihinam janardana yat pujitam maya deva paripurnam tarastu me tvameva mata shapita tvameva bandhuscha seka tvameva vidya dravinam Tvameva sarvam mama deva deva. Om Shanti 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 Hari Om. Bolo Shri Gajananda Swami ki jai, Umapati Mahadev ki jai, Vrindavan Merilal ki jai, Pawan Putra Hanuman ki jai, Shri Raja Ramachandra ki jai. We chant victory to dharma. Bolo Shri Satya Sanatan Dharma ki jai. Jai Jai Sitaram. Acha, you can have your seats. You'll receive your Panchamrit, Arti, Parsad where you are. Bhojan is provided, so please partake of this before departing to your homes. Have a safe journey home, devotees. We join together tomorrow once more for continuing devotions. Sitaram.